So, if you guys aren't aware, which you should be, because these rules are going to be important as we progress throughout the stream. The way that the competition is going to work tonight, most of you should know because you are here to see what your scores are going to turn out to be. Excuse me. It's a combo judging competition. You've got 3 judges here, and the 4th judge will actually be all of you in chat. You'll be able to give out up to an extra bonus 5 points outside of the 1 to 10 rating that myself, Silver, and Shenless will be giving independently. The max amount of points you can get for a submission will be 35. Okay, again, 10 from Shenless, 10 from me. This is all potentially, not guaranteed. Potential 10 from Silver, the 5 from chat. We will put up a poll at the end of each submission after we've given our scores. You'll be able to vote on that poll, and the number that gets the highest amount of votes will be chat's extra bonus points contributed to the clip. Okay? Don't be one of those that tries to vote 0 on everybody except for your own thing. Okay? I can see it. Sure, you'll get away with it, but I'll be judging you. Okay? And I might take points away from your clip if I find out you're an asshole. Okay? Don't do it.
We won't know, but we'll know.
Oh, we'll know. We can see the vote. My boy Catcher can see all of it. Bro, since we've been to the sandwich, I can almost see. Listen, Shenless is Shenless. We can't change him, okay?
Yeah, that's the brand.
I think so far we were potentially going to limit it to the top 10 submissions for the stream. We're just going to go through all of them for the span of tonight. There's enough in there where we can cover it in probably about an hour to an hour and a half. Shenless, could you please remind me what the prize pool distribution is going to be like for our entrance today?
Yeah, definitely. And huge shout out and thank you to Padia Gaming and Tygress, of course, for making this possible. We started with a humble $60 prize pool. And tonight we have $200 on the line. All right, that's getting split out to top 3. First place gets $100. Second place gets $60. And third place gets $40. We also have a little $10 bonus prize for whichever clip we determine is the funniest.
All right, so a couple of different categories to aim for. Now, before we start looking at the submissions, just in case you guys are curious, we're going to take a quick second to let you know what each of us independently is looking for in the clips, so you understand our judging criteria as we try to keep it universal throughout the board. So we'll start with Silver, because Shenless is typing away real quick, so I'm going to give him a second. You guys can't see it, it's behind the sandwich, but Silver, when it comes to tonight's combo submissions, what are you looking for in your 1 to 10 scoring?
Of course. So I made a little post on the Twitter post that Shen made originally. If you guys don't know me, I mainly play Fujin, but I use weird moves like Pressure Bomb and stuff. So really what I'm looking for is unique stuff, maybe variation moves that people don't really use that much, maybe some interactables people don't really use that much, or just combos you don't really see. So if the combo itself is mostly just bread and butters, that's not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like really unique stuff. Also, as Shen put in the original post, creativity, difficulty, and the choreography. I just want to remind everyone that we're looking for combos and stuff that you really wouldn't get without the help of another player. So again, it was more looking for like a staged or a choreographed fight. So that's what really I'm looking for. And I'm curious to see what the other judges are actually looking for.
All right, for my... I can't believe he took a bite out of the sandwich while I wasn't looking. Oh, being the production guy is so annoying. I turned back. That's just a... Guys, how long ago did Shenless sneak that bite?
I didn't even notice. I was too busy ranting.
I thought it was an image this whole time. My dude really munching. No, he's there. He was getting sensual with the sandwich like 2 minutes before you got in here. Don't worry about it. For myself, again, like Silver mentioned, dictated by the rule set, this is supposed to be essentially a collaboration between 2 gamers. So that choreography is really important. I want to feel an essence of choreography that is as epic as I imagine these fights would be if we were to see them in real life. Okay, the technical stuff and everything, that's cool to me, but the overall sense of hype is all I'm looking for. What really, what really shivers my timbers? It makes me go like, wow, this is what we came here for. That's all I'm looking for. All right. Now, the more technical you can get, the better. There is a chance that you get so technical that I can't even process what it was. So it also has to be hype. So Silver is going to be our technician for the night. I'm strictly looking for the crowd reaction screaming meter that you get at like MLB matches, I can't hear you is all my brain is on. And if I start getting loud, you probably have an inkling that I like the clip. Shenless, your criteria, please.
Yeah, sure. 1 second. So, as the other 2 guys have already stated, it's kind of a unique format. it's a hard format. Okay, doing something once in practice mode against a recorded bot, easy. You know, you try a million times, every time you mess up, you hit the reset button. What I'm looking for is not necessarily the highest difficulty, most execution, because I understand how hard the format is. We've actually had a couple of entrants, unfortunately, they burned out and they didn't even get a submission in because they didn't realize how hard this was going to be. So what I'm really looking forward is for people to take advantage of the format. Every time I see an interaction, I want to go, well, hold on, could I have done that in practice mode against an AI? Could I have set the AI to, you know, wake up jump, wake up throw, wake up two? You know, is this something unique to the two-player format? That's what's going to get me really excited. And I can't wait to see what you guys have in store.
All right. If we're all ready, without any further ado, I think we've spent enough time talking, and it's time for these competitors to start walking. Let's take a look at our first submission of the night.
See what we got.
Submitted by the very own xazeez, his partner, Evil Azeez.
I like it.
And Westerone's Queens with the subscription. Thank you very much. But I'm going to ignore you for a second. We've got to analyze this submission. And I'm pretty sure he, did he tweet this out also?
I think he did.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure this was public.
I haven't seen it.
Only publicly submitted entry, which is why we're opening with it. Because,
okay, cool.
You know,
I actually still haven't seen this yet.
Yeah, I purposely avoided it because I didn't want to see any of them, but I did see that he tweeted this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, submission number 1 from Azeez. Oh, and the music already. I'm happy I turned mine off. Okay, I can tell you already, I'm a giant fan of the fact that Raiden's in here. That's bonus points for me.
Azeez is really well known for putting together these beautiful sorts of clips.
I'm a fan of the ludicrous, I must say. It brings me back.
Okay, hold on, Bombo.
Ooh, nice 48%. Ooh, and the parry.
Oh, and then of course, yeah, the classic cut. The classic Azeez cut. All right, let's put it on the playback speed of 8
Slow
minutes.
Slow it down a little bit.
Yeah. I'm going to let it run in the background.
Is we do allow that kind of embellishing with editing because that editing it's not cheating, right? It didn't change anything. It didn't allow him to do an impossible combo. It's just polish.
It's nice. I will say for me personally, while I appreciate the editing, it's not necessarily part of the criteria, right? So it'll be interesting to see how that actually fits into the score. You know?
As judges, we're supposed to not let the editing sort of influence the score. But it is nice to see.
Exactly.
Right, so we have a wake-up roll into, and that's going to allow the crush to flow.
All right, so Shenless, your first impressions off of that. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking 1/4 speed might be too slow.
Oh, no, I was leaving it on as just a visual in the background while we talk about it.
Oh, okay. Well, you know
what?
A
little Maximilian video or something, you know?
And I really enjoy the flow of it. You know, I mean, obviously with the background music. But I think the first thing that I noticed is that there's nothing really crazy going on as far as the B&Bs. Or even the interactions we were talking about. This is the criteria. You know, he has the AI set up to wake up. He has some down 2 crushing blows. He has the punish on the roll. But this is all very basic. Like you could set the AI to do this on wake up. You know, this is nothing very different from what you would see in a typical practice mode combo reel. The only difference being he did do a wonderful job of stringing it all together. And I don't really know how he did this because it's showing as offline local. You know, so I don't know if there's some cuts happening. You know, but it's oh no, I'm sorry, it is practice mode. It is practice mode.
All right, okay, Sylvain, what are your thoughts?
No timer, right? Well, so I'm glad Shen said what he said because I was actually thinking the same things. I'm thinking while it's very impressive, as someone who does a little bit of editing myself, I do appreciate the editing, but I have to remove that from the video. I have to remove that from the contest, right? What we're left with is pretty standard bread and butters you would see in Combat League. I would say the most standout combo in the whole thing is the parry combo to me. I really like that into the finish. Another thing I notice is most of the time when one of them is comboing or advancing, the other one is just kind of standing still. There's really not much of an interaction between the two players. It's not really a back and forth. Of course, the Raiden goes in, does most of the damage, and the Liu Kang kind of finishes it. So I'm impressed with the combos. I like them. Not anything super crazy, and nothing that is really screaming that it would require 2 people to coordinate to create.
Yeah, I think I'm also suffering from the same kind of symptoms right now. What I feel like I'm watching is almost more of a combo demonstration.
Yeah.
Than a necessarily really, fluid choreographed routine.
I agree.
I'm gonna have to see how this compares with other clips that we have for the night. Obviously, this is the first submission. I
Of
didn't
course.
get the level of hype that I would have liked from a character that can be as technical as Liu Kang and Raiden.
Mhm.
I think Raijin is also a variation that would cater to this format a lot more, just because of the potential of what you get to do and how specific Raijin moves get, as far as
Of
like
course.
having the fastest reversal in the game, stuff that you can interrupt that you couldn't normally interrupt. The big, you know, I think the big kicker with Shenless's creation was both specifically how specific the interactions were and the fluidity of the entire exchange, which is why it took them so long to put it together.
Mhm.
This one, I feel like Azeez set up in an afternoon and was just like, let's get this money, you know? So
I would say, yeah, this isn't much different than what he normally posts. I see a lot of clips from him. I do follow Azeez on Twitter. And this looks like a very typical Azeez post, in my opinion. He's very. This looks like very standard of what he would upload, and it doesn't really seem super catered to the contest. But I do appreciate what is here. I just don't know how it fits in. You know.
all right, Shenless, we'll start with you. From 1 out of 10, what would be your score for Azeez's submission?
I'm a huge Azeez fan, you know, but I can't. I'd be lying if I said that it being from Azeez, I was expecting something like to really amaze me. I think it does a good job of setting the bar for the contest. I'm in practice mode. I have to give it a 6.
A 6, all right, Silver.
For me, things I like about it are the combos, right? But things that I don't like, there are more that I don't like. For example, most of these combos are bread and butters, not much unique, pretty standard variations. In practice mode, not much interaction. While the combos are impressive, I don't see much of an interaction or interplay between the two fighters. So I think this is a fair middle ground. I would probably go with a 5. It's a good baseline to start with.
All right, and I would be very much in agreement with Shenless on also giving it a 6. I think it's slightly better than what you would get from the average player, but pretty much is
True.
a textbook example of what this contest is trying to be without anything being too over the board. And I couldn't score it any higher than 6 for that reason. All right, chat's got a couple more seconds to vote. It's wearing thin. It's looking like it's catering towards him getting an extra 2 bonus points from chat. I'm going to get ready in a second. Yep, that's going to dial in as a 2 for him. So that's going to be 12 plus 5 is 17, plus 2 means he'll get a total of 19. Of course, guys, I'll check all of these numbers with a calculator later. You guys know I'm dumb when it comes to numbers, you know, so we'll have like a post-submissions talk. I'll let Silver and Shenless dialogue for a couple of minutes, and I'll make sure all of the... This one is from Total Meta and Kovacs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the next submission in Shenless's $200 combo contest. This one by Total Meta and Kovacs Mate. We're looking at Kano and Frost, which I've got to say, arguably, I'm already more excited for than Liu Raiden.
100% characters you don't really see too much.
They are repping EU Xbox players.
EU Xbox players is actually really cool
right?
also. All right. Let's go ahead and look at submission number 2 and see what we think of Total Meta and Kovacs Mate's EU Xbox Kano Frost submission.
Okay.
Oh, the flawless block off is kind of cool. Okay. This, I've got to say, I'm arguably liking these combos a little more already.
I'm really liking the interaction.
Okay, we're gonna see if it's gonna be just Frost killing Kano.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. I want to see some Kano stuff too.
Oh, that's a KB they have to load, right?
I think it's distance based, isn't it? The auger?
The auger is, but the
the back forward 4 she has to load up. It's essentially okay. All right, no, we got a little fight going on.
Okay.
I might need to watch this one a second time.
Yeah, I'm going to need to.
Ooh, the cross up. I do like the cross up a little bit. I actually want to play Kano right now. Let's shut the stream down.
Yeah,
look.
That pushed her into the setup. It wasn't an attack. We have to see that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it definitely was that he shoved her into it, but I've never thought of trying to like jump over somebody like that to force them into it. It seems like so simple after seeing it.
Yeah, at first I will say there's a lot of stuff here that I really like that I was not expecting at all. There's stuff I've never seen before in this video. I'll say that.
Yeah, this one definitely needs a second watch. Let's look at it again.
Yeah. So it actually starts with them profiling each other.
Into a flawless
with
block.
Frost going over there. Yeah.
Right into the interactee.
We love those.
And now this is just really cool Frost stuff here. You know, you watch it competitively, you don't really get to see damage outputs this hard.
Is this a 3 KB combo?
I believe so. So this is we're
sick.
operating under the assumption that like she had the KB loaded from the last round, we'll say.
Yeah, I mean that's okay because it is a possible combo.
Yeah.
You know, they're not going to show us them loading up the KB.
I've also got to say too the acid mid combo into the setup. You know, like the fact that he juggled it in such a way.
Yeah.
Right, we get it again here.
Time on
That's really nice. That's really nice.
I really like it. I mean, it's still in practice mode, right? So obviously we have to keep that in mind. But just from a complexity of combos viewpoint, it's definitely higher up than the one we saw from Azeez. You know, there's no editing, there's no fancy polishing, but
I'm a very big fan of this so far. Let's get the music back on. Let me put the playback speed down just for the people. All right, let's get the chat poll up first. You guys, let me mute this also so you don't have to hear. All right. Chat, you have a couple of seconds to vote. 1 out of 5. I see Ketchup accidentally typed a 6. That's fine. We know it's supposed to be 5.
Yo, 6 points, guys.
Can I vote on myself? Yeah, you can. We can't really stop you, you know, so.
We're going to assume that everybody tries to give themselves the most bonus points.
Yeah, it's like how much can you really cheat with 40 other people in here voting, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and this one's definitely, first, a lot more polarizing than Azeez's videos. I'm seeing votes all over the place. Secondly, a lot higher at its base. So you got a lot pushing for 1. And a lot. Now we have 1, 3, and 4 tied at an exact 20%.
This is actually really quite polarizing.
I'm actually going to feel really bad if they have more 3 and 4 votes, but then the ones actually end up beating them out because 3 and 4 couldn't agree. If it should be
that's going to be tragic.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, that's how it works. No, that's how it works. We're going to have to let it go.
Okay, it got locked in between 3 and 4, so that's a 3.5.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Absolutely.
That's about the best way we can do that. So chat gives it a 3.5. Shenless, what do you give it?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
Shenless
I think it's still in practice mode. It's more impressive than what combo wise than what Azeez had. But at the end of the day, it's still it's still practice mode execution. I have to leave some points for
All right, Silver.
Real match.
So my thoughts are let's say we're starting at like on the high end, right? It's honestly almost the perfect example of the video we're looking for. Things that it misses out on, I would say, are it not being around. It's in practice mode. There's not too much interaction up until the end, where again, personally, I'm looking for like a more of a back and forth. But the fact that Frost goes in and Kano goes in, it's not that big of a deal. Again, there are some things in this that I have never seen before, like the jump over into the Kano acid into the fire, which was really sick. I think I'm actually gonna agree with Sean on this. I think I would go 7 as well.
All right, I'm actually gonna give it a 7.5, even though obviously
Wait, is he allowed to do that? Is he allowed to do that, Shen?
If I'm not, I'm giving it an 8. Yeah, it's
he's absolutely.
I'm just kidding.
I think that the level of creativity that I saw in there makes up for the fact that it doesn't necessarily meet all the criteria. Since we have to, give credit where credit's due anyway. The pacing could have been better to Silvero's port. I would have liked a little more back and forth, but it's just. It was really well thought out and choreographed in spite of that, outside of that pacing. And I have to give it bonus points for that.
It started off with both players jumping past, like profiling each other, and then into like a flawless block out of neutral.
It made me hype, and I like that I felt like they cared.
Yeah.
And that they put effort into this.
Honestly, I didn't know we could give 0.5s. If I would have given a 7.5.
All right, so you have a 7.5.
Yeah, let's give it a 7.5. Let me give it a 7.5.
7.5.
Because I like I said, there's some things in here I've never seen before, which I really liked.
Prep their clip up. This music paused at a perfect time. I love when production works out like that.
Love that.
Nyaa and Lalo with a 40-second commission here. We got submission. Sorry, we got Rain and Baraka.
I already love it. I already see Rain on the screen. I love it. I'm already.
And I think one of the things that Shen is going to like too is they are on the Lin Kuei stage, which is essentially the tech stage if you really want to get nutty. So. And they're already starting with Baraka's back to the wall. So,
and notice it's actually in a game.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be some well thought out intent in here. Let's see
That
if
was
that's...
actually really good that he pointed that out. I'm sorry, Kev. Yeah, that's really good that he pointed out. This is our first submission that's happening in a real match.
All right, let's see what they're capable of, ladies and gentlemen. Nyaa and Lalo. Oh, I still have it on the speed thing. Hold on. Nyaa and Lalo. Here we go.
Round 2, fight.
No punish. I'm sorry.
No, I think we were all thinking the same thing.
Could hold it in, yeah.
Oh, there's
Nice.
Okay, similar thoughts in there.
I mean, Silver, you have to give that a 10 because they.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. 11.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Got some bombs.
This is gonna do a lot of damage.
Oh, this is
Go.
Ooh, okay. How much is this gonna do?
At least 70, right? Oh, we're past 70. Okay.
I'm really interested in all the poking they were doing at
82.
the beginning. Like, was that all scripted?
This
Okay,
is a lot of gamble.
Oh my god. Walk
And
up
then the
super.
interruption. Okay, let's pause that real quick. It ended very abruptly.
Yes, it did.
Actually, you know what? Let's leave it at full payback speed. This is another one I want to give one more view.
Yeah.
I think that Baraka combo is obviously the big selling point here, right?
That Baraka
No,
combo was
no, it's definitely the wake up fatal blow.
Really? That's what it did.
I mean, the wake up fatal blow was what made it a match. You know, that was the
Yeah.
reminder that, like, hey, we're fighting.
Yeah.
You know,
This was probably in Combat League, is what that makes me think.
Absolutely.
Okay, but the
This
lightning
part here,
into
I'm
the
really
hydro
curious
palm.
about. There's a lot of little pokes back and forth that you would see like in a real match.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, like, did they script that? Like, did they say, okay, now you poke, then I poke, and is that like because they need to get the right help?
I was actually wondering what the lore is here. If this was in a real match or if this was choreographed.
I believe this is choreo. This was they're both like participating actively.
Gotcha.
It feels to me like they are.
Yeah. Maybe the pokes were just to get them to the right health amounts. That might be what it was, honestly.
Maybe, yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it gets a little beefy with that wake up. I wish we got to watch the fatal almost just to really, like, you know, sit in it, but...
Yeah.
All right.
I disagree. I like that it cuts immediately.
Oh, you don't want your time wasted?
No,
right.
I feel like that's the point, you know? It's like, oh, he's dead.
Ketchup, please. Drop the poll in chat. Let us know what you think. For Nyaa and Lalo.
This is tough because this is the first one we have to look at and sort of take into account that it's done in a real match. So for those of you guys who might not be like, it might not be completely obvious to, if you're doing a clip like this in a real match, every time you mess up, you have to go, like, you have to exit the game and restart the match.
Do it all over again.
In practice mode, you hit reset and it just immediately, you can reattempt instantly. But in a real match, you have like a 2-minute loading screen time in between your attempts.
Shen knows this very well.
Yes. Yeah.
Overall,
for those who don't know,
out of 5, round that up to a 4. Okay, no, I think Combo's talking specifically about chat having access to only 5 points. So I think Disarted thought he was underselling. Out of 5, I mean, I feel what he's saying. I feel like I cut you off, Silver. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was just gonna say Shen was talking about how you have to load every time, and I was just gonna say a funny anecdote that Shen stayed up very late to record that clip that he posted on Twitter, so he's very well aware
Didn't it
of the
take
struggle.
Somewhere around 7 hours to get that done?
Yeah,
So,
he was up to like 8 in the morning, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about. We got that on the first try.
Yeah, first try,
Yeah.
of course, right? Yeah.
Just in case anybody was curious why Shen is so adamant about everybody having to do it the way that he did it, you know? Like,
He's like, they better fucking earn it, dude.
A 3-way tie means we go in between and it settles at a 4. There's going to be a chat vote for a 4. That's the easiest way to do it. All right, with that said, Shenless. You can keep it in the same order. What's your feeling on it with score?
Yeah, I'm really torn because it's in a real match. So I wouldn't feel right giving it a worse score than the practice mode ones. But from a technical standpoint, I don't think it was actually doing anything crazy. So I'm gonna have to give it a 7.5. Because obviously I need to give credit to where, you know, that's the fact that it was done in the real match. But I don't think on a technical front it was really anything special.
All right, Silver.
Okay. While maybe they weren't the most technical combos, things it wins with me, right? The use of Purple Pain, which is an underused move, into the KB, the hydroplane. Baraka using the interactables, the 2 bombs in the same combo, leading to a breakaway into 800 damage. Very impressive. Just a bunch of things adding up here. The fact that it's in an actual round alone wins points with me. So I think I would probably settle somewhere around an 8 for me personally. It's maybe not the most technical, but it meets all the boxes that I'm personally looking for. There's unique combos here. Like I said, with the underused variations, and it's an actual round, which is what we're kind of looking for. So I'm pretty impressed with this clip, I would say.
All right, this one's going to be a... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
An 8. I'm sorry, that was a what? An 8 point what? Or just...
I just said 8.
Okay.
All right, that's going to be a flat 7 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it did meet the requirements, but I think when compared to the... I'm still a big fan of submission number 2 so far.
That was a good one.
I think submission number 2 just had that level of... There's a little more creativity in there that I would have liked to see in here. I feel like the big selling point for this one was the Baraka combo, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
That got dropped. Outside of that felt like a lot of fodder just to fill the time, you know? Like, we're gonna initiate what feels like a squabble just so you can do this big combo, and that's gonna win us the points. And I would have liked to have seen a little more outside of the lightning palm setup, which, while interesting, was like, albeit a very small part technically to introduce. All right, so
Good stuff.
with those totals, let me go ahead and pull out my calculator here.
What was that? 7, 7.5, and an 8?
Yeah,
Yes.
and then the bonus was a 4.
That's a pretty good score.
That's a 26.5, so it beat submission 2 by 1 point.
Whew.
As it should. Real mind. All you practice mode submitters, you're hoping Kevin will like your submission. That's what you're hoping.
Listen, if it's creative enough, I might not mind, you know? This next one, a submission by Tygress and Ketchup. She's already been prefacing in chat, I think you guys are just going to laugh at mine, and I'm very excited to see what she means by that. Let's pause my audio. Let's make sure the speed is normal because we made that mistake last time. Look at us, learning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is our submission number 4 from Tygress and Ketchup Cheese, if you guys were curious about what the CH is. A play.
We got to be careful. These are our mods and lifeblood here. Okay, that's the Tigress KB.
Rare KB, okay.
This okay.
You are dust in the wind. Fujin wins.
It's technically a round.
Let's give it another look. I think we've got enough time for a replay, right? You guys think?
Oh my god.
I don't know. Can we fit it in? I'm not sure.
Yeah. There's a lot to cover here.
Oh, she called it, didn't she? Fuck. I don't like that she knew what was going to happen. She read me.
Yeah, she made the read on you.
There is a subcategory for the funniest one of the night. I do want you guys to keep that one in mind. So I think Tygress was looking for the specifics.
Yeah.
Let's look at it one more time.
Can you imagine like everybody else putting hours into their freaking thing and they just come out with this?
Look, Tygress just has a different win condition, is what it is.
Absolutely. Look at that. Oh my god. You know, that's actually not an easy crushing blow to get because you notice at the beginning there was like a bit of hesitation there because she has to catch the backdash. If she doesn't catch the backdash, it doesn't trigger.
This is the other thing too, is that kicking them into the quitality is also a little cool.
Yeah.
It you know. All right, chat, 1 out of 5, they're voting.
I have a strange feeling that chat is gonna like this one a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know, but you know,
the chat is.
It might win some points. Is all I'm gonna say.
I don't know. I think they're trying to meme give her the victory, but there's some fellas in there that are trying to be real. They're like, listen, this isn't.
Yeah. No, I mean, how awful would you feel if you got out memed? Like you put like hours into your dedication, and they were just like, oh yeah, we just round start, 4-2, 1 + 3 KB.
It tied exactly between 1 and 5.
Oh my god! Right,
see, I'm telling you, see, I know the memes, dude. I would have voted a 5 if I wasn't a judge. Okay.
No. We have a problem here. Only 18 people voted. We got 54 people in chat. Come on, guys. Come on.
And listen, that means do the math because I don't want to. That many of them didn't know what to feel.
They were conflicted.
If you get hit with every emotion at the same time, it's a little hard.
The nine was definitely every single other competitor who was like, nah. All right, so
Shen,
how do you feel about your students' clip? They just submitted this to you. How do you feel?
I mean, listen, they sign up, they support, but I can't let that factor into it. I think this is a question of what is the lowest score I'm willing to give to somebody who did a real match submission.
And what is that? Because I have mine in my head.
I've got mine in my head too.
I'm gonna do 6.5. It's gotta be 6.5.
He's gonna do okay.
That's okay.
I'm going 5 flat.
5. Ooh.
I'm going 5 flat.
I'm so dumb. Why am I going 6 5? I already
That's
said it.
that's quite high, but you said it already.
Yeah.
Listen, Kevin, what'd you give it? You
I
give
gave
it
it a
5?
5.
All right, listen. Here's my
I love
thoughts,
what
right?
she did before that. This is for a different category. For the
Yeah.
actual combo category, I gotta
Yeah.
give it a 5.
That's fair. That's fair. Here's my thoughts.
He did give
I
it
love-
more points than azeez.
Yeah. I feel like
Listen. I love Ty, right? But here's my breakdown, right? It's in a round, 1 point. It's choreographed, 1 point. It uses something rare you don't see. The KB off the deadly winds, that's 1 point. Besides that, there's really not much of a combo here. I would probably give it like a 3 or a 4. I'll go with a 3.5.
I respect the 3.5 too.
Yeah.
I respect
Yeah.
that.
I love it though. I love the submission.
I think the comedy factor is what brought me up to the 5, but
It might win the other category, but for a combo submission,
so very Kevin. I'm so glad that you guys are here because otherwise the 6.5 really just flew by on me.
okay.
Thank you for keeping me in check there.
Someone has to.
With the combination of all scoring, it's going to come out with an 18. What's going on, Stacy? Saw how I saw you were in chat and I didn't even look at chat. Aren't I crazy? All right. Let me take a quick second to digest that. Okay, so Edenians Hub and His Majesty for the Shenless event combo submission. Let's see what they're capable of. Here we go.
I see Melina, which is already interesting. I'm curious.
Afraid your new lover will prefer me? That you'll eat him.
All right, I already like the lore setup.
It's going fast.
Okay, this is more action-packed than a lot of them.
I like
which
it.
I'm liking about it.
It is a practice mode clip. It looks like there's no time.
It is.
Okay. That's gonna hurt.
Ooh, 70%. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
You don't see that already. The conversion off the side drop.
Oh, just because they could. Okay, and then the chipmunk squeals. We'll give it one more watch over.
Stay away from Luke.
I do like how they color burned it, Stacy, so the life bars would almost look pinkish, you know? If they didn't do that, that's what I'm gonna say they did, you know?
I really like that opener. That's really nice.
I will preface, I'm a big fan of this one. I'm a big fan of this one so far.
It was fun too. I can see that very combo landing in a real match too, very easily.
It's something so simple about the Psy right here as a meaty.
Yeah.
Just into a pickup. And then Jesus, that launcher goes so high. And then chat's putting in their votes. And we've got most of the votes on 2, most of the votes on 2, a couple of votes on 5, just dropped in 1 for 1. So far, still aiming towards 2 bonus points. She said, trash. How do I vote for this one? Just in the poll, Stacy. You got a couple of seconds. You got to schmoove. You're going to miss it. You missed it. It's between a 1 and a 2.
Very interesting.
People do not like the Edenians.
No. Me neither.
Okay.
These votes are something else. Listen, I have no problem leading this one.
Okay, Kev. All right.
This one is getting a solid 8 from me off rip. Solid 8. I'm considering an 8.5, but it's definitely getting no lower than 8.
You like this one better than the total meta and kovacs one?
Slightly, because now here's what it is, right? I feel like it's comparable levels of creative, but the fluidity is here that was missing in their submission. Everything is very action-packed. It's happening very fast. It's choreographed very well. The points that I docked from meta and kovacs submission was because the pacing was a little off. And I feel like the pacing in this one was so fluid and so good that I have to give it those bonus points. I will settle on the 8.5.
Increase your score. All right. So an 8.5 from Kev. I'm actually going to just leave it at a 7, which is the same score I gave to total meta and kovacs. I actually don't think it's as technically impressive as the total meta and kovacs one. After rewatching it the second time, the only thing that I liked that was different really was the meaty size setup. Everything else actually, like neutral duck down to crushing blow, the breakaway, those are all pretty standard. And if anything, that ender showed how much better it would have looked if it really was in a real match, because if it was a round end in the finishing screen, you can end with Katana square wave and even do a brutality. I don't know if you can do it if it KBs, but I'm gonna give it a 7 because it was it was good. It was in practice mode, and I thought Total Metas and Kovacs 1 was good and in practice mode, so we're gonna do a 7.
All right, and Silver?
I'm truly trying to think here. I'm conflicted because as much as I like this clip, again, it does have edenians. I like someone in the chat said edenians equals automatic L, which I'm tending to agree with. But I actually, like I said, I liked a lot of this. There's a really good back and forth here. I like the pacing a lot. Points that it loses with me are it's in practice mode, of course. Other than that, like I said, I don't know the KB requirements, so I don't know how possible this is in a real match. I would probably settle on either a 7.5 or an 8. I would say probably a 7.5.
Okay.
Only because I like the one before Tygress a little bit better. So I would say I gave that one an 8. I would have to give this one a 7.5.
All right, Edenians and L. Okay, yeah. Why don't you guys take some time to vote on that? It's... Next up, we've got a submission from Sparkz and bettercallsaul. I'm seeing
Sparkz
Shang
actually
and Lao.
submitted?
I'm seeing Shang and Lao in here. Let's go ahead as a community. Remember, you guys are going to vote first, but we're going to watch together. Let's take a look.
With some context, don't play that yet. Zoom it up, full screen it, but some context.
Okay.
Just so you guys understand, okay? Sparkz? Hi, Sparkz. I hope you're in chat. He was talking so much shit about this contest. He was so pumped. He said he reinstalled MK11 just for this contest. He said it's going to be free. It's going to be so easy. And everybody who's doing practice mode submissions, he said inappropriate things about them. And I kept telling him, listen, you better kill this then. You better knock my socks off. Okay? So just for some context, all right, guys?
I didn't even think he was going to make the timeline. He was almost out of it. He almost didn't make it.
Absolutely. All right. So just so you guys know, if it's not 10s across the board, it's a 1 for me.
Okay. Here we are. Hey, listen, it was channel points got redeemed. I got to do it. Okay. All right. Here we go. bettercallsaul and Sparkz submission for tonight.
Okay, let's see it.
Shane gets me excited.
Yeah, Shane can do some really cool stuff.
What the hell?
What just happened there?
We'll give it a replay in a second. Okay. Lao was such a good character to use for this too, just because he interrupted it with the spin. Okay.
What?
Okay.
Sparkz.
No. Okay. Let's watch it one more time. Oh,
it was so good until the.
Let's watch it one more time. I think the fact that he got his own laugh in there was so good too. Okay.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Is there more to the beginning? Because I feel like we're missing something important there.
I don't even know what is this.
Hold on, let me because
Kev, make sure you get the beginning, like the very beginning.
No, that's how it starts.
What is the hat flying towards the screen?
Yeah, he's using because well, it'll come up in a second. Just be ready to pause it, Kev. I know what he's doing. It's just
finished game, by the way.
Did you see what popped out? Like he got hit. That's the buzzsaw glitch.
I've literally never seen that. I've played this game since launch.
So basically, what happens is if you end a round with buzzsaw in play, it flies either into the backdrop or towards the screen, and then because NRS, in the next round it will reappear and hit and do shit. So this isn't even possible in practice mode. This is only possible in a real match. And you have to set up buzzsaw the preceding round and let round end with it out. And then he converted off of it coming back.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
like I said, I've never seen that, and I've been playing this game since 2019.
Yeah.
That
You
is
can't
wild.
even lab this in practice mode. You have to lab this in. You see, he bounces.
But then, how do you know where it goes?
It appears in the same spot, but you just have to know that you have to lab the timing.
Okay, so let me see. So it ends
It looks like it's just right where it's.
right. Essentially, if you guys can see my mouse,
Like
it
almost
ends
like it never
essentially
left, right?
here in this spot.
Yeah, it's almost like it never left.
Like almost towards the end of this. So we're gonna keep my mouse somewhere on it. So it's like relatively here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He knocks him up. No, it does land on exactly where it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Right into the tech.
It's just so sad knowing how this ends too.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so mad at Sparkz.
I've got to say, in spite of that, though.
Yeah.
I kept telling him.
The poll is up for chat, guys. Submit your 1 through 5 votes. And then that conversion here too, like off of this.
Yeah. Look, there was again. These are things I've never seen in the game before.
Purposefully places it behind him, simply so that he comes out of slide with enough recovery to convert.
Yeah, reptile slide launches him, but then the buzzsaw makes him recover fast enough to down one.
So that's like a trade combo, kind of, right?
But so specific and
yeah.
I want to know if that was going to lead to something. Why did he whiff buzzsaw up like that?
Oh, okay.
That's pure, but that's just pain.
Is Sparkz in the chat? Can he explain to us what that was about? Like, what was the?
I don't think he's here.
No.
Yeah, get your votes in chat.
I tried searching his name in the chat.
And this is tough too. Like, how do we raid something that's technically not complete? He didn't finish it. You know.
We have. I mean.
This kind of settled on a 3.
It's not like he was one combo away from finishing it, right? Like, it's not like if that had hit, it'd be done.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
like.
The chat giving it a 3, I think, is almost a perfect score, like halfway, because we basically got like half of a round. Granted, it was an amazing round, but just to know what that could have been, oh, I feel so bad. That if that would have finished out, that would have been like a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, 9 at least. 9 at least.
9 at least, yeah. Okay, now he wants to be a snob about the combo.
Listen, there were some sus moments there where like it's like why are you standing there to set up the next setup? You know, I mean,
before we. It's incomplete. 1 out of 10 is crazy.
Actually, if he would have quitality, that might have saved it.
Yes, yeah.
Then it
would have been a meme. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, Shenless, you're up first.
I feel bad because if someone has a completed, submission, it's like, oh well, I actually completed it and he didn't, but he's gonna score higher than me. But it wasn't a real match, and it was really freaking sick. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I can't give him a super high score because he didn't finish it.
Silver.
Like I said. The chat giving it a 3, a perfect middle down the road, is appropriate. It just sucks, man, because I know these guys were labbing this. I know they were really trying to hit this. I respect what was done. A lot of stuff I've never seen before, like the buzzsaw glitch. I didn't even know that was in the game. The trade combos were insane. Man, this hurts. I want to give it like a 6.5. Like that's just like. I think that's where I'm sitting.
From me.
An 8.
It's getting an 8 from me. I think what they managed to achieve in that was very impressive, in spite of the fact that it didn't necessarily kill or finish a round.
I respect it.
I think the technical skill and creativity involved in what they were able to showcase there warrants giving it the 8.
But you make fair points.
All right.
Kev gives it an 8, and Silver is giving it a.
So we got 8, 7.5. So I messed up my calculator.
Yeah.
8, 7.5, 6.5. Chat gives it a 3. It's gonna come out to a 25. Gonna jot them down as Majestic and Knock here. Shenless, you were trying to say something.
Yeah, Majestichero. Big shout out to them. Check him out on YouTube if you've never seen him before. I'm very excited to see this submission.
Fujin player, right?
Yeah, and he's up there with the saucy combos and clips. So
Okay.
I'm excited. I got high
Listen.
expectations.
He's got 2 Fujin players on the board right now. We're going to be judging him harshly.
So watch him not be Fujin on the other side of the board. Like once
That
he
better be
stands out,
Fujin
watch
over
him
there.
not be
Listen,
Fujin.
Majestic, that better be Fujin over there, or you're in trouble, man.
All right, let's see where it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Majestichero and Nockturnal's combo challenge submission. Put this volume up a little.
Okay.
No, there's the Fuj.
Okay, I was worried we weren't going to see one.
Okay. We got air slam.
Okay.
Pressure bomb setups.
I like some pressure bomb.
It's almost like he's catering it to the judges, you know.
Yeah.
like
I will tell you that the
who's
reason
on the judging
it
board.
dawns a
Look,
little less hype on me because I've seen you do it so much. I do like to show how over the down 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Throw down. We're gonna see throw into down 2 KB like from everybody.
Side
Ooh,
switch.
that
I like.
was nice.
A little bit of sparkz in there.
Ooh.
Okay. That was pretty saucy at the end with the teleports.
I'm gonna watch this one again. This one's tough
Yeah.
because there's
Yeah.
stuff that I liked and there's stuff that I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. You saw the moment like where Fujin was just sort of standing there.
Yeah, that's what I'm. That's,
Yeah, that's I wasn't. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what tuned me out.
But it's weird because then right after that they demonstrate they know what they should be doing. Like he had did the up 2 against the 2 teleports.
I mean, it's part of the choreography. I don't want to,
Yeah,
demean the whole clip because of one pause in it, but it did
that was
like
a nice
kind
core
of.
hop. Yeah.
I think it's the side switch here, and then
Yeah,
the,
and the
the
telly,
raid and
right?
telly. Yeah,
Yeah.
the raid and telly is quite arguably the one that got me out my seat the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, that right
Not
there.
that
was
one. Yeah, that
Not
the,
the one-
yeah.
the Oki one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one.
This one.
That one. Yeah, that,
That
was
was
so cool.
nice. That was nice.
And can you the thing is they have to make sure that works because if the up 2 like imagine you're doing this, you're right at the end of the routine, and then the up 2 fucking clips the teleport, and then
Yeah,
you have
well,
to redo the whole
to
thing.
your point, Shen, you start all over. That's
Yeah.
why we consider giving them more points.
This was really good.
Yeah, this is bad. I'm gonna have to try to remove all bias from this because I am a Fujin pressure bomb enjoyer. So
All right, chat. Let's get your votes. 1 to 5. I'm a fan of this one. While you guys are voting, I'm going to be thinking in my head about
yeah.
how
Let's
much
let
the
this-
pause bothers me.
Yeah. How many points is he gonna lose for that?
I honestly feel like what's working against Majestic here is the fact that I'm friends with Shenless. And so a lot of this, it's not hitting me as hard as it would hit most people because I've seen this so much from Shen.
Yeah.
That does kind of suck about it because hover KB like everybody knows hover KB now.
The side switch is what saved it because I don't see you do that ever.
No.
No, that's an exclusively dumb thing.
Mhm.
I would never go for that in a real match.
That short hop is really nice.
Yeah, it's the short hop, the side switch, and the telly on Oki.
Those are the 3 highlights. Yeah.
They did a good job with it with stuffing in interactions. Like there's very it's only that one moment where Fujin's just standing there that was really jarring. Because the rest of it was really good.
Yeah, that side switch is so good.
Mhm.
All right, chat gives it a 4. Shen, you'll be the first one up. Hit us with it. What you got?
4. That's quite high.
I don't know. I don't know.
Just think about it. How do you feel? Say out loud. How do you feel right now, Shen? What are you thinking?
I'm feeling 8.5 or 9. But the thing is, if I give it a 9, I'm worried that it's too generous compared to how I've been scoring previous things. But I mean, it's in a real match. The only thing that I can think of that made it like that could have been improved is that one moment where Fujin was standing still. You know, I mean, like that's one moment in the entire routine, and besides that, I can't think of anything that would be better. So, like, you know, I mean. And it was a brutality ender too, so that means that they had to, you know, it's not just like you mess up and you restart in round 1. You have to mess up, reset up, kill the guy. I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9.
All right, I'm going 7.5.
I have 2 issues.
Mm.
My first issue. Well, let me say what I like first. Obviously, we talked about it. The short hop, sick. That side switch, Sick. No one does that in games. It's really hard to do. You have to, unless you really play Fujin, you really can't. That really helps you appreciate that. The telly on Oki, that was chef's kiss. Two things. The standing still really brought you out. Okay. The second thing, the food. It was sick, right? I liked what was going on. The Raiden didn't do anything super crazy, right?
Mhm.
Like I liked the Oki, but the combos, they were good. But I want to go 8. I think 8.5.
I mean, listen, this is
8.5.
I think along with the chat vote, it's going to end up pushing it a lot because chat was a big fan of this, which is the
Yeah,
reason that
chat
we're
liked
making
this
sure
one.
you guys are included too. So if you guys get annoyed at what you feel like at any point is like bias from us, you're supposed to make it up when you vote. And I think this time you did that quite successfully. So let's see. 7.5 plus 9. Come on, calculator. Plus 8.5 plus 4 makes this the highest rated submission so far at 29. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick look at Masher and Vonks Devora versus Raiden submission.
That was really nice. That was really cool.
Okay.
Okay.
What
I'm
is
feeling
what
feelings.
is Raiden variation?
I'm feeling feelings.
Oh no. Was that the end?
That's where it ends
Yeah.
there. Let's give it one more look through.
Okay.
That's essentially where the life bar would have ended. So that's the length
Yeah.
of, you know.
I really like that hover. That was cool.
There's some
That
really
was
good
nice.
interaction
Yeah.
happening, and you know what? That's the second flawless block they just did now, right? Like how?
You know what would have been more impressive though, Sean?
Yeah, if it was in a real match.
Yeah.
They should have. If they had taken it, if they had the time and they did this routine in a real match.
Also, look at the Raiden kind of gets. He kind of gets washed a little bit. He kind of gets washed. The Raiden doesn't really get a chance to shine. He does some cool stuff, but
I think this is definitely the most technical routine we've seen, but it's in practice mode. So I'm gonna go look and see what I rated other practice mode ones because I'd have to be fair to it. But it's
play it
just
back. Yeah. Let's look at the replay here. I gotta ruminate on this one for a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna give it the slow one. Chat. See what you think about it. No, this is
really
two people.
unfortunate too. Is there's like absolutely no cinematic. Like I know we talked about it's not a criteria. Like it's
Yeah.
but like there's no. It ends with a sweep, which kind of it's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost
really
like they were like, oh, that didn't kill. Like, oh shit. Okay, I guess we'll do a back four here.
Yeah. There's some. It's sad because there's a lot of nice stuff in it, but it feels like the Devora is the star of the show, and the Raiden's just kind of getting rolled.
I don't know because this sequence that's gonna come up. I think this is the most technical Raiden stuff I've seen all night. This is exactly what I was talking about.
This is brilliant. This is nice.
Raiden I want to see,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of this was how tight they had to choreograph setting up these tools to be able to get conversions like this.
This is like all he does.
You're right about the damage, Silver. Like you're right about that about Raiden being body damage wise, but I mean, if you see like round starts with who's rounds like short hop flawless block, and then the teleport out of the string.
Yeah, but I think we have to consider the combos and the damage that he's doing, and really, he only does the. Let me see. Hold on.
No, well, this is my thing, right? Normally, if it was something where that was what was happening with the choreography,
yes,
I would be inclined to agree with you. But it's more it's not about like what they set up here is not about the Raiden trying to cash in on these big explosive Raiden combos.
Mm-hmm.
It's specific interactions that you could only get by them doing very specific things.
Mm-hmm.
So round start wave dash just to get there fast enough to let her short hop the back three. Like even small stuff like that isn't necessarily easy to do in time. Mm-hmm. The fact that she's jumping, in essence, Raiden's not really trying to connect the 1-1. He's trying to time it in a way where Devora's going to be just out of range in between both of them. So she's now matrixing the forward 1-1. There's a lot in this clip that I like.
Yeah. No, there's a lot that I like. My only issue is that I feel like the Devora is doing most of the heavy lifting here. I feel like the Raiden's really not shining that much. I'm not discrediting the technical skill that he's displayed. The combo that he did do was insane. The flaws block's crazy, but he really only got that one chance.
I think he was a perfect dancing partner for this. Like, even though he's not outshining the Devora with the combos, like, none of the stuff that she's doing gets to look that impressive without him being this specific. Like, even things like that, like, that's, you know, that's not laying down like 40% of damage, but that's so specific. And then to get this timing, and then to get the hover, the way she has to hover to make sure that he has time to do this, the way he has to hover to make sure that she has time to do this, you know?
So this is why it's so good we have multiple judges.
I'll come on myself. This gets a flat 9 for me. I can't give it anything lower than that. I would give it 10 if it was done in a real match.
A 9. And
I would give this a 10 if this was done in a real match.
Is a 1 point difference to you? Okay, I'm giving it an 8 because it's definitely my favorite practice mode submission out there. It's just it's not in a real match. So it's gonna be an 8 for me. But Kevin's giving it a 9. Jeez.
I think it's that good.
Don't let us influence it. Give it what you were gonna give it.
I'm conflicted because I agree with you 100%. This is definitely the best example of the practice mode clip that we could probably get. I don't see how someone could surpass this in practice mode.
So the question is, what's the highest score you're willing to give someone who did it in practice?
Well, they do lose a point, so the highest I would be willing to give someone who did a practice mode clip is a 9.
Okay.
But I'm really trying to reflect here.
Listen, take your time. We're on the latter half.
Yeah. I don't want to discredit what the Raiden's doing. I really don't, but
Oh, someone was asking if they used the interactable. Yeah, there you go. They did.
They did, right there, yeah. This is actually like the hardest one I've had to think about. The tech is really cool. I like the floss blocks. I really like the use of the hover. Again, he's using unique moves you don't really see people use, right? He's not using teleport. He's not using storm cell. That was a nice short hop and a floss block. Oh, let me just watch this back one more time.
Yeah, you want me to put it back in regular speed for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it at 75. He's definitely time.
Yeah, that was nice. That was really nice.
What's the name of the entrance, Kevin?
This was from Masher and Vonk.
He's using storm cell. All right. Yeah.
Masher and Vonk.
I guess he's not using like the typical variation.
He's using storm cell and then also
the plan, right?
Yeah. And then the lift stance. That technically, if they don't block the overhead, I think he's either plus or safe.
And he gets it down 2 off of that. I didn't actually know you could get it down 2 off that.
Literally, the only 2 problems I have with this clip is the fact that it wasn't done in a real match and that it ends in a sweep. I love everything else about it.
Yeah, exactly. Those 2 points. But I think those 2 points are worth a lot, though, because real match is worth a lot, and the sweep ending,
the ending ties together. This is hard. This is so hard, guys.
What's in your heart, Silver?
I'll give it.
You'll dwell on it all night. What's in your heart?
I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8.
Give it an 8. Okay.
I'll give it an 8. It loses the point for bringing practice mode. The ender is lackluster, and if I take away half a point for the lack of Raiden stuff, it's still, like I said, the tech is there. The tech is there. I like the interactions. If I'm thinking back, what are we judging? Is it unique? Is it creative? How difficult is it? The choreography. It's all there. All right. Let's be honest. It's all there.
Good stuff.
It's an 8. It's an 8. That's what I have to settle on.
It settles down at a 28 with the chat vote. Now pushes to the second highest. So our last 2 submissions were some of the highest rated. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see the submission from Disarted and Takkinada.
We got a sub mirror? Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm already excited.
Same variation or different variation? Where we? I wonder.
Wait. Hold on. There's dialogue in this. Everybody shush.
What song should we turn on?
There's only one song suited for this.
All right, I got you.
It's not gonna be Ice Ice Baby, is it? Chat, guess.
Who's gonna get hit by this mix? I'm calling low. That's low.
Ketchup, put up a poll.
No.
Real quick, put up a poll.
Grab. Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, put overhead, low, mid, or grab. Low overhead is so fucking annoying. I hate you people.
It's a low. It's a low.
It's-
All right, guys. Watch this galactic brain. It's gonna be low.
everyone's
You guys were all wrong. You guys were all wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna wait till it gets about 30 seconds through. Like when this goes halfway through, I'm gonna start the clip over, and then we're gonna come back to it with the chat's vote, which seems primarily on overhead right now. Oh, he was right. It was grab. Who said grab? Somebody.
I think I saw it was the coldest. I think.
Yeah, it was coldest. It was cold. Coldest said grab. Coldest is a fucking demon. He knew. All right. Woo! All right, now it's the chat vote catch up. I don't think they voted on it yet. How many more clips? I actually have to refresh while we see that. Give me 1 second.
Somebody already pointed in chat it was the hijinks, but that's what I noticed the first round is they had 129 games, boys. I don't think you understand how much time that takes, how much time they put into this.
I'm not that good with Sub-Zero combos. How technical was it actually?
Arctic Lift isn't hard to do, but it is hard to be consistent with.
There are some hard links in there.
I thought the forward two against the jumping Sub-Zero to the meterless ice ball, that was good. That's tech.
There was also the ice bomb into back two into like down four.
But it definitely was standard variation though, right?
Yeah,
not necessarily. I mean, nobody's really playing Arctic Lift competitively like that.
Really?
If you're gonna use something from him for
everybody.
No, you usually. I mean, you're gonna do like amplified ice ball and then.
Are they both using amp ice? Are they both using amp ice and lift?
Yes, amp ice. Yeah, no, it's essentially they're doing the same thing. It's just
like definitely to meet the unique unused moves. You need to see Arctic Trap or
ground ice or something.
Yeah, or even some air axe. I know there's some weird air axe conversions, but I mean it was really good. Okay, chat's giving it a 5. I'm gonna give it a 9 because it was done in a real match. You know, they even showed the work that went into it. It was beautifully choreographed.
Honestly, I was on 9 also, so I'll just piggyback off of you since you said it.
A 10 would have been if they did some weird shit that I'd never seen before.
I'm just kind of watching this back a little bit. I want to see what exactly. Yeah, that's pretty hard.
It's the
that's
same
not
thing.
easy.
It was done in a real match. I don't think it was as technical as the Devore Raiden thing that I was a big fan of.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it was so perfectly done.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, I gave 8 to the practice mode. I can't give it. I can't give this lower than it's a real match.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. That combo is not easy. I have played a little bit of Sub-Zero. I'm not like a savant or anything, but
the spots in which they're using Arctic Lift are
hard. Yeah, the pickups are definitely hard.
The easy Arctic Lift stuff is you get them in the corner and then you do the kick. Which they threw in there for a bit, but the mid screen ones, the distance that they're at is not easy.
This is a nice interactable combo too.
Yeah, like that. Like this isn't easy.
Not easy. Yeah.
And then to get another one in there, that's really hard. Yeah. As I say, when you look at it, it's.
Did he back 3 a single time? I think it was all 4-2s. Are we missing some of the joke here? Was it
I think it's very easy to look at this and be like, oh, it's just Sub-Zero doing Sub-Zero things, but there's actually some technical stuff going on here. Let's see this combo real quick. Nice little Arctic Lift. And another one? Okay.
Yeah, this one's like one of the easier ones to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the normalcies using make it different, because usually if I do it with stand 3.
Nice anti-air right there into the bomb.
This one
nice.
I really like.
That's
I like
really
this
nice.
part.
This was really nice.
And I think he back 2s here, yeah.
So they had to time that so he jumped and landed in the stand 4 there. That wasn't a whiff stand 4.
Yeah, look,
He
and they
pressed
still
it
got the
preemptively
slide.
and had-
Did you give it a score, Silver?
I haven't yet. I was thinking about it. I think I'm gonna go. I hate to just copy you guys, but I really am feeling a 9.
That's what we're here for. This is 9, 18.
I mean, we must be right, Silver. We all agree.
The council has decided.
27 plus 5.
Nines across the board.
The chat is not happy, but the council has decided, and
Well,
that's all that matters.
Somebody in chat's not going to be happy every time.
Yeah.
But the chat gave it a 5. So,
They did? They gave it a 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Never mind then.
It's the only one that from chat vote got a 5 today.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, this next submission is from xshaolin and something I'm not supposed to say, Z. So this is submission number 16. xshaolin and Muck, you know?
I'm really glad these guys got a submission in because it was like radio silence from them.
Listen, Kung Lao mirror, so far, the highest scoring clip is a Sub-Zero mirror.
Yeah.
Kung Lao has the potential to do way flashier stuff than Sub.
Yeah, who would have guessed that the highest rated one would be a sub mirror?
I would not have called it. But
No.
let's get through this one. This is our second to last submission for the night.
Mhm.
Let's see what these fellas prepped.
I want to see some ancestor stuff.
With the correct Jesus. I keep trying to remind myself. Okay, believable start.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Lao jumping.
It's looking like a normal Lao game.
I mean, Lao jumping and Lao doing 4-2.
I see immediately. I see where we have the crystal. The crystal's nearby.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Calls
Okay.
it.
Woo!
He's gonna do something.
Okay.
Okay.
I liked it. It wasn't as flashy, but it was very creative.
That was
My rule with crystal is if you're not gonna use it to set up something unique like a crushing blow that's not otherwise possible, then don't do it. Do cyber bomb.
That was a nice interrupt there. Ooh.
Okay.
All right, patience.
Patience, boys.
Wait,
what are they planning? What are they planning?
Video?
No, that was from the video. They're planning something so specific. Are they gonna like trade fatals or something?
If they get a trade here. Okay.
No. Oh, okay. Let's fucking go!
Oh, that was it.
He didn't even realize they finished. Okay.
All right, let's watch this back because there's some nice stuff here.
The problem I always have with Lao videos is that all Lao combos look the same to me.
That's what I'm
literally
having
never
with it. I think
touched Lao. Like I don't.
what I saw
like
in here
that,
was the gem into teleport into conversion. Like right here.
This was nice.
This is what stood out to me.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely did a good job of filling space too. Like none of it. This looks like a believable match, as insane as that sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And like both players are actively doing stuff all the time, but the interaction is not actually that. It's just like neutral duck jump, roll, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's saving it for me, if anything, is the fluidity and the believability. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure these are all very hard Lao combos.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like I feel like we maybe can't appreciate the technicality of these, but
the patience comment was right before that right after that they do the trade dive kick. That's what it was. If you can dial that back.
If that would have been in a real match, I would have.
That was
had to send a message. No, I'm saying like if I would have played a match where somebody did that to me, like
yeah.
I would have had to call the authorities. All right, chat, you get to go first.
Yeah, and Kev, just do me a favor. Skip to the part right where they do the trade. They do the thing where they jump into the air and they
where they trade dive kicks. Yeah.
Yeah. It's further down.
that was nice. Imagine if they would have ended with that. Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like Because setting up that kind of a trade is so hard, right?
Yeah.
Well, they definitely
Oh,
like
I
blue
like-
balled me with that too because I was expecting some kind of like big, fantastic finish, and then it was kind of just like, okay, I'm
Absolutely.
going to chip away and chip away and chip away, and then bait out it down
Absolutely.
two.
I literally would have preferred it if they had ended it that way. That was so like that would have been so much. And the fact that they could get that, like they got that down in the routine and then still continue at the end. Like, why didn't they just find a way to end that way? Because now the trade's just kind of meh. It was just kind of
Chat's
like,
giving it a 1?
Wow. Chat is chat is harsh.
Ted
Jesus.
does not care for Lao at all. Yo,
What is the full thing on that?
that is savage.
Oh my god, they were getting hated on. All right, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to reflect where I think chat messed up in mine.
Absolutely, absolutely.
In my gut, I would have given this a 7.5. I'm going to give it an 8.5.
That's fair.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, this is a real match. They had a trade ender in there. Their choice of ender was not smart, but from a choreography point of view, if you and your buddy could guarantee traded dive kicks, I would have been like, hey, that's how let's end the freaking round like that. You gave it an 8.5, Kev?
I'll give it a 7.5.
No, you do your thing. I'm
No, because it's not an 8.5.
Okay, I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay. So things that stood out, right? The crystal. Always a fan of the crystal. You win points in my heart with the crystal. The dive kick trade was nice. There was some some pacing issues, I feel like, in the middle a little bit. The ending was down to whiff and a grab. It's not the most hype ending.
It
Like,
hit
I'm
a
trying
lot
to
of
compare
boxes for me.
that-
It
yeah.
lacked the specifics and the interactions.
I'm trying to compare that to the
I think chat giving them a 1
standard.
is
I'm trying to
crazy.
compare to the sub clip, right? I feel like
The sub clip was more interesting for me.
yeah, it was more interesting. They both. I feel like they have
This
I
would be
think I'm
different
seeing
if
notes
we
on this in
had
the
a Lao
chat too, and
player
I do
on
think
the
if there
judge.
was a better mix of moves involved in there.
Yes, I would have liked. The thing is, they're doing cool stuff. I think you guys were right in saying that a lot of Kung Lao combos look very similar. I would give this an 8.5 because I feel like it's almost as good as the sub clip. But I really think if one of them had spiritual guidance on, there's such cool stuff you can do with spiritual guidance.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
honestly, like I said, it's an 8.5, I think.
Okay, so that settles it down to a 25 because of the chat vote, which I really think is what's holding them. See what it is. Oh my god, hold on. Yeah, let's put English generations on that. All right.
Okay.
The quality on this go high?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Okay. Nice rare jade combo.
I like the interrupt.
I like the crystal. You're winning points in my heart.
Ooh!
I
See,
like the
that's what
yoinker doink.
Right? If you're gonna use crystal, use it to set something up that's impossible. Normally.
Ooh!
Okay?
Ooh.
Okay.
Hold on.
I like that.
This is very creative here.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Is that
Right?
well, hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that one of the first armor breaks we've seen?
No, he did a double
Fatal
armor
blow?
break.
No, like in this whole contest.
No,
Yeah,
we had
my-
a bunch of armor breaks. We had a bunch of
No,
armor
no,
breaks.
yeah,
We
we
did
did.
armor breaks for KB.
Right,
No,
right,
we-
right, right.
Okay, so we get this one
But also
for
the fatal
launch,
one,
and then the breakaway that also gets launched. Into that,
Yeah.
that's what sold me.
Yo, Shenless. Hug nuts.
Are you sure you want to still allow this clip, Jen? Or you still have time.
Oh, hold on, we got more.
Oh, it's not over.
They're going for the double whammy. They're going for the quit and the win.
All right, chat, you're up first. What are we thinking? I think that was quite possibly one of the best endings we've had.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how it could be better. And a small thing you guys notice, round starts with Scorpion down 2ing a down 2ing Jade.
That feels nice.
Anybody,
It feels good for the soul.
If anybody needs anything,
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe out their submission from before. Which means we ended up with a total of 16 submissions. So it was a top 16 bracket. I'm in lane to agree, Disarted. I have similar feelings about it.
So I'm gonna start, Kev. I can't think of how it could be better. That's my issue here. I can't think of how it could be better. I mean, they could have chosen a different type of ender. They could have gone for like a trade. They could have gone for whatever. But I can't. There's no part of this sequence that makes me go like, why'd they do that? Oh, it could have been better. Or what was this awkward pause? So I'm gonna give it a 10. I'm gonna give it a 10.
Are you sure?
I think the two highlights in here were the interactable into the yoinky doink with the spear, right? And then clearly like the armor break ender. I appreciate the extra effort that went in for memes. I could not give it any higher than an 8.5.
Okay. I'm reflecting on this. As we saw there, the crystal, love that. We saw some Jade combos, which is something you don't usually see from Jade. Let's put it back to normal speed for a second here. Let me just
let's watch it again.
Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again. Hold on. Nice step. Nice starter. Nice starter. Nice little Jade combo in the corner. Nice interrupt, and then the crystal. That was nice. That was nice.
I thought of something they could have done better than that.
All right, take the point away. Take it away.
Yeah, if he had anti-aired,
that was nice. That was really. I've never seen anyone do that. I've never seen anyone do that.
I would have never considered that something like that was possible.
No.
Yo, Shenless. Hug nuts.
You gave this man a 10, Shenless.
Yeah, I did.
Shenless hug nuts is crazy.
That is wild.
So the thing that I realized they could have done a little bit better is when Scorpion jumps and Jade whips to stand 1 and then to get the 1-2-4 KB. I remembered that Jade actually has a bug with her crushing blow. If you hit the 1 with the low and then hit the knee, it still triggers the KB. And I don't know if that would have made their combo impossible. But when Silvera asked for the replay, it made me realize they could have made it a little bit better. And Jaceri knows about that. So
it's my fault. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if Jaceri's here. I mean, I don't know. It was good though.
Is it sit on it? Who's giving me money? Anyone who disrespects Kevin is getting flayed by me. Rachel, let them live. You be coming out aggressive. Let's get through the street first, and then you can start swinging at people. This is the last one, Trash. You can skip mine if you want. Do we have another one in there? Or this is the last one that.
No, I think that's it. I think this is everything.
Yeah, that was everything that we had.
Are you sticking with the 10, Shenless?
Why are you gonna adjust your score based on if I stick to the 10 or not?
No, I'm just curious because you sounded like you couldn't figure out a way for them to prove it. I'm just curious.
Yeah, you did catch up.
All right, I'll tell you what, Silver. I will take my number back and wait until.
Not like that. Yeah,
I'm still deciding. Right. Kevin, have you decided yet, Kev?
I gave him an 8.5.
8.5.
Okay.
8.5. And Chad gave it a 4.
I'm trying to think if I like it more than the subclip, and a part of me thinks I kind of do.
It's tough
Go
because
with your
the
heart.
subclip was so fun, you know what I'm saying? But we have to I have to remove myself from the editing.
Yeah, I'm completely without the editing. Like, dude, I've never seen anyone do a double armor breaker combo. Like, what the?
Just do yourself a favor and don't look at chat. Just close your eyes,
I'm not.
think in your
Yep.
head, because
I'm
chat's
not gonna
trying to
look at
throw
chat.
a bunch of
They're
numbers
trying
at
to
you.
sway me. Yep. I'm not looking.
Jaceri,
I
I've
mean,
never
you wanna-
seen you
you wanna
before,
do
but
a
I'm sure you're
recap?
attractive if I did.
So, Silver, do you want to do a recap of what you scored other stuff?
I
Don't
feel
tell
like
my
it's really.
girl that I said that.
Oh, Easter egg at the end. I didn't remember that from the first viewing. Really, it's just between the sub clip and this. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I'm thinking. How do I feel?
Take the rest of these. I don't need them. All right, flex on me, King. I guess. You just paid for Shannon to take 2 bites.
I like it. I like it more than the sub clip. I'll give it a 9.5. I can't give it a 10. I like it more than the sub clip. I'm
All
sorry.
right,
It's a 9.5.
mathematically, I'm curious about how this is going to add up. 8.5 plus a 10.
I think Sub-Zero may have just done Rob.
I did that double armor breaker, dude.
Okay, so listen to it, because this is what I thought was going to happen when you said that number. It ties exactly with the Sub-Zero clip.
What do we do?
So we're on 32 and 32 with the runner-up being, is it? Let me make sure my pen's lined up. Majestics. Yeah, so we've got Disarted and Takkinada. Then we got Cold and Jaceri both tied, and then we have Majestic and Nyaa. So we need a tiebreaker between the Disarted clip and the Cold and Jaceri clip. Okay. All right, don't put any polls up yet, Ketchup, until we watch both. Here's the Disarted and Takkinada clip first.
What song should we turn on?
There's only one song suited for this.
Alright, I got you.
Okay. Then to the not meme Cold and Jaceri submission.
Fight.
That also seems to have gotten higher quality since it's gotten to process a little bit.
Yeah. That was fresh off the press, boys. Nice. That's so crazy, dude. Oh.
Yo, Shenless. Hug nuts.
Listen, guys, if it was in my hands, I know who I would pick as the winner, but it's out of my hands, so...
Well, you're also going to get to vote in the poll.
Yeah.
All right, chat, those are the submissions. Ketchup, please put a poll up. All right, everybody get your votes in.
Dude, what if this somehow... Never mind, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna put that into existence.
I mean, if it ends up in a tie, it just goes back to us.
Yeah.
Because it's 3. We can't all, you know,
Oh,
if we all pick
yeah.
one, somebody said tie breaks.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Who won? We're trying to decide that right now. We know who got 3rd place, which is Majestic and Nocturnal.
Oh god, it's happening.
There's only 16 votes, guys.
Yeah, listen, guys, you got like 10 seconds to call your friends.
This is super close right now. Elf or Jade, I respect it.
Oh shit.
Someone
That's it.
took the lead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the combo contest for the night. Your top 3 winners are as follows. In first place, taking home $100, Disarted and Takkinada, who stood up to 7 a.m. in the morning to see if they won. Who knows how long it took them to actually get the clip done. Number 2, going to the coldest one out, and Jaceri, the jaceriest one out, or whatever it was, with the double armor break submission, taking home $60. And then Majestic and Nocturnal, make sure to check them out on YouTube as well, going home with the 40 burger for their Raiden Fujin submission. Out of the comedy category, we had Sparkz and Tygress. Sparkz going to be taking that one home. Thank you, Bandinos, for the follow. The last Ronins. And we're pretty much said and done for the night. Shen, if you got something you want to say to the people, please feel free. I'm going to start looking for somebody to raid, because I haven't even
Yeah, no,
been
please.
yet.
Guys, if you enjoyed this and you want to see more of this, we can make this a monthly thing. I just need to see the signups. As long as people sign up, I can run these events. Shout out to our sponsor or partner or powered by Padia, right? They're the only reason I can run events at all. They're the only reason, you know, me and Kevin can make this sort of thing happen. So if you want to see the event again, sign up for the events. That's why you see me bothering people to sign up for them. So let it be known, and we'll make it happen.